Hey guys, it's Shin and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm Jess. You can find me on X at shinpad_IESR. All right, let's get into tonight's topics. The first one is not really controversial, but a little bit of a why are we still here in 2026 kind of topic. Okay, so um, also, did start later tonight because I was covering the junior varsity girls soccer match for my local team or local high school. Not my high school, but the high school near where I am. So that's why we're starting later today. And I did send out a post on X earlier this week about that. All right, let's get into it. Philadelphia Union's Ernst. I thought it was Ernest when I first read it. Like, that's a weird way to spell it. Ernst Tanner has been suspended. Okay. So, let's dive into it. So, he has been suspended without pay until June 1st for professional misconduct. Okay, so he was placed on administrative leave back in like mid-November. And what's all this about? Well, he was accused, and probably rightly so, of using sexist and anti-gay language in the workplace. Why are we still here in 2026? So, MLS previously conducted an investigation but had to close the case when they couldn't verify the allegations. Now, these allegations spanned a period of 7 years. So this is not that recent. They conducted the investigation last year. According to The Guardian, MLS initially used an in-house counsel for the investigation last year. This was like last January. And this time around, they're using Littler Mendelsohn, who specializes in labor and employment law. So here are some of the allegations. Let me get a little more specific here. Okay. He allegedly made multiple misogynistic comments, including saying women don't belong in men's soccer, about a female MLS referee, and told, academy players that they should never worry about a referee unless she's a woman. Why is this still a thing, man? And this is a very heated, not necessarily hot, but like a heated. Hot usually means like it's a very like trendy topic, but heated leads to like heated discussions, and this is definitely one of those things. He spoke about black players like they were subhuman, and suggested that black referees lack intelligence and capability. Why is he still an executive? Why? Why is he still an executive? This stuff is not okay. Apparently, he touched a coworker inappropriately numerous times, an allegation in which he was reported to the union's HR department. Kind of a nod. And apparently, he hired an underqualified coach who was was allegedly abusive toward players on the Philadelphia Union 2. So that's not okay. One of the sources told The Guardian that he thinks people are below him and that he can get away with anything because he's given the union some success. Just because you're given success doesn't mean you've got carte blanche. I mean, just because you have given them success doesn't mean you can do carte blanche. And of course, he's going to be denying the allegations he denied the allegations through the entire investigation last year, saying he would work with the investigation to clear his good name and reputation. I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? If you actually had a good name and reputation, wouldn't be undergoing investigation twice in such a short time. And if any of these allegations are true, he does not deserve to be where he is, to be an executive. He doesn't deserve to continue working there or anywhere related to this beautiful unifying game we call football. It's just not okay under any circumstance. Absolutely insane. I mean, it's possible that the reason that they couldn't verify these allegations the last time was related to NDAs because of this fear of legal action being taken against them. And I read something, I believe it was in The Guardian, an article by The Guardian, that I think one of the players, it doesn't really disclose anything, saying that, like, if you do something like this, you will get blacklisted and you can't play anywhere, no matter who you are, what team you play for. You're going to get blacklisted if you do this, if you step forward with this. So, like, there's that portion of feeling like you're going to have this action taken against you. So there's that fear. I mean, they've been read in multiple things saying that they were given assurances that no action would be taken against them and that they would be, I think they would be remaining anonymous. And according to reports, MLS had hoped that this new investigation would work around the NDAs, but I mean, we'll see what all happens with that. It's just a big old mess. And this is just a bad apple here, and I'm not saying that everybody's like, I'm not saying that, like, what am I trying to not say? My brain. I'm not trying to say that, to spoil that, like, put a negative air around Philadelphia Union, because they are still a good team. They won Supporter Shield, I think it was last year. So, I mean, this is just a bad apple, a bad seed in their organization that they need to get rid of. I mean, yes, he is required to complete some sort of league-approved restorative program. And in my opinion, when someone has had not only that many allegations, but that much variety of allegations against them, it kind of just makes me think that's in their core of who they are. A restorative program is not going to help that. What's in the heart comes out. And I think they just need to axe him. I really freaking do. And I think it is disappointing that it is 2026 and this kind of crap is still going on. It is infuriating, and I mean, it's just so frustrating that we have to see this kind of thing, you know? And honestly, when I read this, my eyebrows just shot like a cartoon off my head. I was like, are you serious? It's infuriating. So hopefully they'll come to their senses and decide to axe Tanner, and Tanner himself will be blacklisted. Yeah. One can only hope, honestly. One can only hope. All right, let's get into these comments real quick before we take a break. Absolutely. Yeah. My thoughts exactly on that. A NASCAR driver? Yeah. Mm-hmm. People are idiots. Not just idiots, idiots. And Taryn's even in the comments saying, how did the JV girls soccer match go? It went pretty well. The JV team is actually doing a lot better than the varsity team. They won 8-0 night against their against them. So I think the goalkeeper needs a little work, but honestly, was pretty good. Who's the favorite to win the MLS season? To win the MLS this season? I'm hoping for LAFC, but we'll see. We'll see. Honestly don't even know if there's really a favorite. I've been following so much like the champions that the LAFC is going through to like round of 16. And then there's Miami was beat out by Nashville. So yeah. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick little break. You've been watching Shin and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. See you after the break.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, Single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clinking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
All right, guys, welcome back to Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Our next and final topic of the evening is Chelsea's fine and suspension. Some of you are probably like, absolutely, let's get into this topic. It may not be as exciting as the last one or as hopeful as you might think, but Chelsea received a €10.5 million fine over the last week, which is the largest in Premier League history. And they've been also given a 9-month ban from registering academy players and a 1-year ban from signing first-team players after admitting they made secret payments of around £47.5 million in total between 2011 and 2018 to unregistered agents and third parties. This was during their former owner. This was under their former owner, Abramovich. And these were related to transfers, so they gained a competitive advantage. So you kind of figure, where's the point deduction? Yeah, according to the BBC, they managed to avoid the sporting sanctions, like point deductions, because the new owners gave exceptional cooperation and given a reduced fine. The fine was originally £20 million, and it was reduced to €10.5 million. So, like, they cut it in half. And honestly, it's just kind of ridiculous because, I mean, some people are saying that it's good for Man City because it looks like it's going to end up being more in playing in Man City's favor because of their 115 charges for financial breaches. So I don't know how that's going to end up relating to this case. Not really sure how that's going to turn out. That's been kind of dragging out for a long time. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of ridiculous, and teams like Nottingham Forest and Everton are probably fuming because they received point deductions when they broke the rules, the financial rules. And for those that are unaware that this was going on, like myself, this has been going on for 4 years. This whole thing has been going on for 4 years. The new owners reported the breaches shortly after they discovered them, right after they purchased the club in, I think it was 2022 that they purchased it. And one of Chelsea's former executives commented that the punishment they received was lenient, and I'm inclined to agree with him. He also mentioned that it's very inconsistent with previous regulatory cases and sanctions. It just seems like the rules are made up, man. It's like, here we go, Chelsea. Yeah, like, it just seems like the rules are made up, man. It really does. You know, if a sporting, like, purpose of a sporting sanction, like, if a sporting sanction doesn't erase the competitive advantage, the point deduction, or deter it from happening again, then not doing its job. Those are the purposes of sporting sanctions. Stop it from happening again and erase the competitive advantage. these financial transactions were related to transfers, which gave them a competitive advantage, which kind of like feels like we're in a very dark gray area. A very, very dark gray area. You know, it's sending the message that these rules are negotiable, which honestly is not okay. The rules are there for a reason. You know, we may not like them all the time, but the rules are there for a reason. If you break the rules like they did, you deserve more than a slap on the wrist, which is basically what they got. They gained a competitive advantage with these undisclosed payments, and it makes the governing bodies that make these rules look like a joke. It really does. Seriously, it makes them look like a freaking joke. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like earlier this year or late last year that I was talking about how the rules are basically made up because they're bending the rules. Oh, it was earlier this year. Pretty sure we were talking about how Ronaldo received a 3-game ban, and supposedly somehow he finagled it to where it was only a 1-game ban. And I mean, he was originally supposed to miss the first match of the World Cup, and somehow he got out of that. Make it make sense, dudes. Make it make sense. It's insane. I really and truly don't get it. What do you guys think? You know? Yeah. He is quite the politician, isn't he? Funny that. Funny that. And yet he throws this hissy fit because players were going to other clubs that he didn't want going to other clubs that were not Al Nassr. And you're going to throw a hissy fit about that. Yeah. Funny how that happens, right? So funny. So funny how that happens. All right, guys, that's all we've got for tonight. You've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio. If you guys want to join the conversation, you can DM us or comment on the pinned post on X to get the invite to join the conversation and potentially be on the show. Until next time, keep those shin pads sharp and your shenanigans sound. You've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. See you next time.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.